Palestinian health officials have reported 8 deaths in an Israeli raid on the Jenin West Bank. Masked gunmen clashed with Israeli forces, resulting in smoke rising from the adjacent refugee camps and explosions. The Palestinian Health Ministry in Ramallah confirmed 8 fatalities and nearly 20 injuries. 4 bodies were seen at Jenin's hospital morgue. The Israeli military labelled the operation as counter-terrorism. My colleague Brian Thomas with us on the broadcast. Brian, if you can take our viewers through the details, please.
Well, Devika, the Palestinian health officials have reported that 8 Palestinians were killed during an Israeli raid on the West Bank city of Jenin. As even observed, there were masked gunmen who were exchanging fire with Israeli forces in that area. Now, talking about the scenario also, there was smoke that was seen rising over the nearby refugee camp also following a series of explosions, and at least 5 gunmen engaged in clashes with troops in downtown neighborhood, according to the the local residents as well. And even the Palestinian Health Ministry also in Ramallah confirmed the deaths, updating an earlier toll of 7, and noted that nearly 20 others were wounded during the very raid which began that very morning. And it was also witnessed that 4 bodies also at the morgue of Jenin's Khalil Suleiman Government Hospital. Also, the Israeli military also described the operation as a counter-terrorism operations, stating that there were ongoing exchanges of fire between security forces and also armed militants. And the official Palestinian, agencies also said that Osad Jabarin, who is a surgeon at government hospital, was among those who were killed. And Doctors Without Borders, which is the MSF, also mentioned on their social media that Jabarin was shot while on his way to work. And even a school teacher and a student were also among the casualties, according to the very hospital director, Wissam Bakr. And there was another Ahmed Mansra, who is a 25-year-old freelance journalist also, who was reported was being wounded by Israeli forces during the very raid. And also he said that from his hospital bed that he was hit by a stray bullet near the camp entrance. Now, yes, the Israeli military also stated that it had targeted the house of Ahmad Barakat, who was implicated in an attack on an Israeli civilian the previous year. And in May 2023, also Meir Tamari, 32 years of age, also was killed at the entrance to a Jewish settlement in occupied West Bank. And following the raid, also they were all schools in Jenin and even adjacent camps were evacuated, and the streets near the camp were largely deserted in the afternoon, except for Israeli bulldozers clearing the very debris. And there were roads also between the hospital and the camps that have been stripped of its asphalt by Israeli troops also searching for concealed bombs. And there were drones also that flew overhead, and sporadic guns were heard. And yes, Munras also, including school children, gathered for the funeral of their teacher Alam Jarat, and his body, which was wrapped in green flag of Hamas, also was kept at a mosque for prayers.
Yes, Brian, thank you so much for joining us. Colonel Shivdan Singh also with us on the broadcast. Colonel Singh, I just want to understand from you, sir, where do you see this war now heading?
You see, Israel is carrying out a proper planned operation in that area. And with the dresses which these gunmen were wearing like masks, and they were hiding in behind their clothes, it shows that they were terrorists are attacking this military band, this military sort of an army Israeli unit which was operating there, and they were terrorists. They were sort of a terrorist attack on them. So the Israelis have sort of given a proper reply, and in this reply, these 8 gunmen who have been declared killed have been killed, and right from beginning, the casualties of civilians are taking place in the exchange of fire. So whatsoever casualties have taken place in that area of civilians, it is because, unfortunately, because of in the crossfire. Because when the built-up area, when this kind of operation goes, then in that case, less of the army people are killed, more civilians are killed, more damage is done to civilian property. So right from beginning, the destruction of complete Gaza Strip, West Bank, is the unfortunate victim of this operation which is going on between Hamas and Israel.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.